Hey everybody, welcome to our track challenge. My name is Ben_Burns. Today we're going to be writing a song in 2 hours or less. Um, Chat seems a little quiet today, which is totally fine. It's incredibly hot out. Oh, hello Orgis, how are you? It's very hot out. Thankfully we had a little respite today. It rained a little bit, and I recorded that rain. So I was thinking about maybe doing a song. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think I just dropped it in here, yeah. I don't know how easily that'll get picked up, but I have this really nice, like, 8-minute long sample of rain until Trevor started sniffing the microphone, and I think it started picking up, like, his collar and his sniffs. So I'm thinking about we start with this and see if we can maybe get some, like, super ambient stuff going on. Not chill, just ambient. I'm not going to say that we're doing chill stuff anymore. Oh, nice. Why does Beam sound so familiar? BeamNG.drive. That sounds very familiar. So yeah, my thought is to start with the rain and maybe just make something with that. So we'll just hit start and get going. And obviously the song doesn't have to be 8 minutes long or whatever. I just want to... That's what it is, yeah. I mean, we could just render this out. It's like, hey, we did it. You know? But I figure if we start with something like this and we kind of mess with it just a little bit. Yep, song done. True ambience. I don't really want to go ham with all of this, but I like the idea of having just like a little bit of motion to it, you know? Unfortunately, since I live next to a highway, there's some traffic noises and stuff too, but, you know, that's okay. Maybe that evolves into something. Yeah. So I'm thinking that maybe we just kind of work on some super ambient stuff and see where things go. Beyond singularity. Yeah, honestly, having traffic noise is pretty pleasant once you get used to it. As long as it isn't like jackasses with motorcycles or people like honking and stuff. Like traffic noise just in general is kind of like living near a river or something, you know? Um the problem with this is that it's stacked stacked chords, and that makes chord progressions really difficult when it comes to like pads. So let's try some. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hey, plant a tree. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, loud traffic isn't nice. And we don't get a whole lot of that, but we definitely get some of it. And it kind of sucks, but it's also, you know, I like trees too. You could call this song I Like Trees. actually want this delay to be like super. This is kind of cool. Yeah, I have this kind of fade in, but 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did not know that that was monophonic. I actually really enjoy that. So I want to go into this envelope here and change the attack a little bit. I don't know if I want this to actually, like, hit again. Yeah, I think I like it better with the pitch bends. Since this is mostly sine waves, you're not going to get a whole lot out of the filter. After effects, maybe, because there's like the bit crusher and stuff, but... Seems like there's some pitch differences here. Okay, remember to save. Number of voices here. Hey everybody, remember to save. Oh, these are 6/9 chords. Well, I know somebody in Discord who'd be very happy. So I think having the bass in there to reinforce the low end is fine. kind of make it weird, you know? FDS Famine Tracker. Nice. Famine Tracker is so much fun. First. Yeah, I thought I did, but it's not delaying as much as I thought it would. I'm doing some like weird offset triplet stuff, which is neat, but it's also like, am I making this more complex than it needs to be? The answer is yes. I was also thinking about throwing an arpeggiator at it, so let me try that real quick. MIDI effects, arpeggiator, up 1 octave, 1 step, do not repeat. Curious. So I'm just wondering, like, if this is a 6/9 chord, if it is going off to the major scale or the minor scale. I guess I don't really know how those work. Because I really do like the kind of alien... That's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. And it doesn't have to be, like, incredibly obvious, but you can do something like this pretty easily to get a pulse. Just like... It doesn't have to be obvious, like I said. It doesn't have to be like this. But, you know, something subtle to just kind of drive it along a little bit. Well, that's inaudible. Like, the complaint that I have about this pack that I made is, like, yes, these are quiet samples, and I figured that people would just boost them on their own, but it's also kind of annoying to do so. So I'm trying to get kind of this staggered rhythm. Like I like the idea of this being like really subtle. Kind of like some background. You know? Subtlety. Trying to go for subtlety. It's very hard for me. I'm doing my best, though. Yeah. I think that this is a really interesting sound, and that's kind of more what I care about. None of those are really what I'm looking for. I'm trying to go through packs that I really don't use very often, or at least not as much anymore, just because I think there's a lot of interesting stuff in there that would be cool. I mean, if I just needed a kick reinforcement, that would be the place to go. But again, like, I think I want more like Foley stuff and field recorded stuff rather than yeah. Ketchup bottle. Just finding some cool Foley sounds would probably take this a long way. Not really the right way to go. It's just trying to find inspiration at this point, you know? No way. Is this where I got the Thanos snap? Okay, just a second. Is that seriously where I got it? Oh my god, it is. I could have sworn that was like an actual snap sample that I'm like modified, but no, apparently it's a spray bottle cap. I've used that in probably like 60 of my songs. That is hilarious. I love it. I never knew the origin of that sample. It just came from another one of my songs that I use, and I was like, yeah, that's a good one. I'll just use this and other stuff. And apparently it's just a bottle top. That's hilarious. I feel like this needs at least a little bit of an introduction. Yeah, so this is the sample you were referring to is from the Piezo Apocalypse sample pack, where I put a piezo element, and I can never remember if it's piezo or like piezo or something, but I took an element and I put it against things and I ran it through a bunch of guitar filters. Not exactly. I think this is me holding it up to a piano and then like running it through guitar filters. This is a chair mat, I think. It's not really the vibe I'm going for, though. Although these kind of sound like thunder. Like... In its own little way, those do kind of sound like thunder. Actually, it sounds a lot like thunder. That's pretty wild. Yeah, the beeps are cool. Where'd those go? We could maybe turn that into like a melodic thing or something. That'd be kind of cool. Something that doesn't have a lot of... Okay, so that is in tune. I was working with Future Ben there to ensure that I just do everything in C. Oop, that helps it. The second beep I played? There's a couple over here, but all of these have a lot of...
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. A lot of those have like chords and stuff. So right now I'm just building this vertically, and then we can expand it horizontally. This one? Yeah, that's pretty good too. Doesn't really fit this right now, but who knows? I mean, I could also go into here and just do the sample randomizer and be like, boop. Probably not.
I think that's good. We should go with that. I think that's good. We should go with that.
That's not bad either. But, you know, we'll just stick with what we have right now. We don't want to overburden this. Yeah, sometimes Ableton's just like, here's some random stuff. So I want this to be a bit of a fade in too. So I'm going to go over to utility and just give this a... Yeah, I think one of my big problems is that I'm just like, okay, I've got all this stuff and I've got to make it all work right now. And it's like, well, I've got plenty of time. This is also not in tune. There we go. Hey Nim, how are you? Hope things have been going well for you. I'm gonna throw a utility on this too, just to tone it down once everything else starts going. Yeah. I'm not really sure where this is going yet, but I really do kind of like this vibe. Yeah, so this brushed cymbal thing is a little loud for my taste, so I'm going to bring that back. And I would like to maybe add another layer of drums. I don't really want this to be really rhythmically complex, but I do like the idea... Hello, Iron. I do like the idea of having some other things going on in here. Maybe like a light snare or something. And I rolled with the brushed drums already, and I don't know if I want to keep with that or if I want to jump into something else. But I guess we could try like a simple... flam. These are going to be very loud compared to everything else, though. No, that doesn't work. I do have the Max... I think I downloaded the Max for Live stuff again. Okay, I do. I don't think I have all of it, but I have a lot of the basics again. I had to re-download all of that. Shapes OST. I remember hearing about that game, but I don't remember anything about that game. I'd have to, like... Images. Oh, yeah! It's kind of like Factorio, except you're, like, combining colors and shapes and you're trying to build certain things. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the soundtrack for it, though. I'm gonna have to check that out. I knew I had heard that before. I just want to find, like, a nice snare that's not too... These are so right channel heavy. Snare. maxforlive.com. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do have some... I downloaded a bunch of Max for Live stuff from Ableton's site. So I have good MIDI effects if you want to inject some randomness. Yeah, I got all of those like nature sounds things. I had those in the past and they were a lot of fun. I wanted to... what are we making today? Hello, Flav. Why did this get scooted over? There we go. we're making some kind of, I don't know about those snares. We need something that's not a snare. We need, I mean, we could go with that bottle pop thing, that Thanos snap, because that works every time. So we started making some weird chill stuff. I'll start this from the beginning. Yeah, some hi-hat would help too. Rar and a woo. Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree, Iron. I just want to kind of get the general gist of this down first, and then we can bounce around with some randomness, because yeah, see, this snap will sound really good. No? Language switch. Typing left Alt Shift changes your language input. I did not know that. Thanks, Windows 11. Hopefully I didn't just switch it to Espanol. Let me try. Hola. Nope, I did. Sorry, the dumb joke. I'm trying to learn Spanish. So I'm gonna just throw a little bit of reverb on here. Hola. Mi español es muy mal. What am I doing? I was looking for native instruments. Raum. I said my Spanish is very bad, by the way. There we go. Okay, so Max for Live, MIDI effects. Where's that? It's not melodic probability. It was like it was called like a drop something. I can't remember now. You can try the melodic probability. I don't remember a lot of these. Yeah, this is like a big sequencer though. I didn't download it. That's too bad. I thought I got all of the, like, the nature ones. I mean, I can download them real quick, I think. Let me see. Ableton.com. Account. Live. Max for Live. Where's that? Based off of like nature, I thought. Nature. Where is my search? Inspired by nature. Okay. Okay, well, I have no idea where it is then or what it is. I have an automatic spike to say. Yeah, and I'm trying to like balance that. I do really want some kind of randomness to this because I think that it's always fun to have a little bit of chaos injected. Why are these so right heavy though? I don't like that. There it is. There we go. So we could definitely do something like that. Ableton does have its own little probability thing inside of there, where it would be something like this. Scoot this up a little bit. So it'd be 100% for every beat, and then like 50% for everything else, and then you could just go like this. And then we could also vary the velocity range by a little bit if we wanted to get really fancy with it. Velocity range is probably too much. I don't know if I like that though. I mean, it's neat, but now everything has this weird velocity thing to it. Oh no, I hecked up. There we go. So yeah, we're just building this loop with bounded random ranges. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, and I completely agree, but I also think that that's out of the scope for the time limit we have, at least for me trying to figure it out. I agree, though, that kind of, like, randomness is super key to stuff. And it also makes things a little bit more, makes it a little bit more interesting, which I think is valuable. Yeah. And that's kind of the blessing and the curse of having, this challenge, where it's just like I think that it would be cool to do, but I also don't want to like spend the next 20 minutes of the 2 hours that I have to try to figure it out. Which honestly is an indicator that I need to spend some time like learning this stuff, tinkering and thinking. Yeah, exactly. And I love that. Like I feel bad because like a lot of the time I sound like I'm shooting you down, and it's definitely not the case. It's just like it's out of scope for what I'm trying to do in this particular instance. And it's one of those things where it's like I need to invest the time and like sit down and learn how to do this stuff, so it's in my toolkit for when the opportunity arises. I can just be like, yeah, I know how to do that, and just bang it out. So that's on me. That's not on you. And it's just an opposite. It's an opposite way to approach something, you know. Like generative stuff is super cool. Man, max for live MIDI note drop. What was it called? Bouncy notes. Max for live bouncy notes. Because it's not over here. No. I don't know why it's sorted upside down. No, that's not what I was looking for either. I don't know what it was called. Dr. Chaos. imagine this can get kind of nuts too, but I don't know if I have the time to heck around with it. It does look cool though. I would really love to learn how to use Max for Live. Because I think there's a lot of super cool stuff that you can do in there. LFO MIDI. Sequencer, note echo. Yeah, note bounce is what I was looking for, but it's not what I found on there. So I'm clearly missing stuff. This is the problem with getting a new computer as well. Like all of my stuff is scattered to the winds. Painting automation curves in a font treat it like yeah, it really should be. Like I love like that style of music, like techno and trance and stuff, to be very performative, where it's something that just kind of keeps going and happening, and part of the fun of it is it sounds like it's coming out like live and improvised, and it's not something that's just like pre-programmed. Kind of like that. You'll head to sleep. Well, I hope you have a good sleep. We'll keep working on this. Like, I don't really... Oh, yeah, we were going to call this... we were going to call this I Like Trees, right? I think that's what we were going to call it. I think that's a good name for this. Like, that also gives us the excuse to use, like, the Git wood pack and stuff, too, because that's always a fun time. Hey, Toxic. What it do, my Doge? That's it's like an old strong bad thing. It's like how it be my Doge or something. way before like Dogecoin and that whole meme. This definitely also feels like one of those songs that doesn't really have to live on the grid. So I'm okay with that too. Say that while trying to shove things back onto the grid at least a little bit. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Well, and Iron, one thing that I'd love to do, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, is to have like jam streams where chat controls like a Max instrument that is running in my Ableton. Like I would be doing other things and chat could control like that instrument, either choosing like various like pitches or effects that run through it and all that. Like I think that would be super cool. And it's not outside the realm of possibility. It's yeah. I know Tom Cosm has had streams in the past that are like that, if not exactly like that, where he basically has this huge Rube Goldberg machine set up in his computer, and like Twitch can kind of control what happens, but not really, and like he just leaves it running. Which is pretty cool. Oh right, we can use the Gitwood pack. That's what I'm super distracted today. Hello everybody. I don't know if I want to use this pack or if I want to use the other one. Actually, okay, I've got a little bit of an idea. It's good for interfacing multiple inputs that way. Yeah. Toxic. I appreciate your chaotic energy, but on my heart. I wouldn't mind shifting like time signatures or something. Like I'm totally for that. I was thinking though, I want to try this first. Like this is like this selection. Man, I haven't done this in a long time. I think it is selection sample selector. And then we go like this, and then like this, and then we have retrigger off, and then every time we hit this button we get a different sound. Just throw a couple more in there for fun. There we go. Uh-oh. Select all. Distribute ranges equally, please. Okay, there we go. I was kind of thinking about doing some rhythmic shenanigans like this. More in a second. Yeah. 13/8, such a fun time signature though. You can never go wrong. You can rarely go wrong. let me correct myself immediately. So I moved to a sampler and I'm trying to find the velocity sensitivity on this. Time to key, time to velocity. Root detune. Because I shouldn't have to go to each sample. Yeah, no, that's not right. Man. Spread, detune. Actually, spread would be good too. But it's not what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. Volume to velocity. Like, again, this is all just, like, really subtle. This is, these are global parameters. Essentially, this is a sample pool that this sampler is pulling from. In this case, it's choosing one at random every time I trigger it. I don't know if it'll... Maybe I have to play. But usually, like, there's a selector on the top. Basically, something's going through this and choosing one at random here. It's also very quiet, so I'm gonna try to work on, like, bringing that out a little bit more without completely blowing it out, but we'll see. Now you can hear the different sounds when I play it. So it's choosing a different one every time. It's just, like, it's so subtle, it's hard to... I also think that this is obnoxious, like, we just don't need that many strikes. But the fact that this is an animated, yeah, I can click and drag it, which does the same thing, but I have an LFO right here that is changing the sample selector, which is just moving this randomly. It just doesn't animate. It just doesn't animate when it plays, because this is Ableton. I don't know. That's like a subtle value add there, but, you know. What else are we here to do? Hey, Croy. Actually, that was really nice. Oops, wrong button. Double wrong buttons. Man, I hit every wrong button that I could. Remember to save. Okay, so why is it not recording now? Ableton, are you just being a little poop? That one works. I think yeah, this is a bug in Ableton where if you hit this session record and then turn it off, like, everything just disappears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it and then restart Ableton. Projects, 2-hour tracks. This, we were going to call this one I Like Trees. Nice and to the point. I could also be like, just record it over here. That way, at least, we have it preserved, and now I'll restart Ableton. I kind of agree, Iron. I think there are some really annoying bugs in Ableton that I'm not entirely sure how to work around. But I'm also... So, sunk cost in it where I don't really want to change. Like, I do want to try Bitwig at some point. More problems with Windows than Ableton now. Yeah, I can't. I played one game of Fortnite the other day and I won, and then every time I try to load Fortnite now, it blue screens my computer and it forces a restart. So I guess I'm just going to retire with a 100% win streak. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure that it's the anti-cheat stuff, that something wormed into the kernel of my new computer and is just like, well, guess you can't play anymore. Because when it tried to install the anti-cheat software, it also blue screened my computer. I'm like, well, that's a bad sign. And then it worked. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I won the one game. And then 3 days later, I was going to be like, oh, let's try another one. And then no, blue screen my computer. So it's just like, well, I guess my computer's screwed up forever. Thanks, Unreal. So I'm... Oops. I don't know if I can get rid of it, though. So I don't know if it just lives on my computer forever now. I shouldn't have been surprised. Yeah, I'm not saying that the core of the problem is with Unreal, but Unreal is also using software that just like dug into my computer and decided to just make it crash. So they aren't completely innocent in this situation. Either way, I don't know if it's something where I had too many things running at the same time and it was a video card issue, but I'm pretty sure it was the anti-cheat software. And it's just like, well, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I can't... I have not had a lot of time or honestly interest in debugging it, so yeah, it could be a lot of things. And I'm just like, I don't really care that much. I don't need another video game to consume my life, so oh right, because this has automation on it. It's entirely possible that actually no, that's better at F. Ooh, that's super bassy, huh? It is Croy. This was just one of the things that Pigments did. It has like this neat thing and it has the chord voicing thing. So it's thrown in 6/9 chords. I'm like, you know what? Why not? I figured I'd change it up a little bit here. Not necessarily like a huge divergence from the old thing, but I do kind of like it. Zelda's 6/9 chords you get familiar. Yeah, I should get more familiar with like chord voicings and stuff because I was like, man, this doesn't go with anything, but it sounds so nice. Because I think that we could do some really cool arpeggiation with this stuff, and I'd like to try that, so that's what I want to do. We'll try it like the automated way first, and if we like that, then we can mess with some other stuff. Oh, this already has an arpeggiator on it, doesn't it? You know what that means? Double arpeggiator. I don't know how this is gonna go. Nope, I don't want to add it. I don't want to. There we go. Style. I think it's called up and down, where it starts at the low and then goes to the top. Or down up. I don't know. It's one of these. Okay, that's not it. Is it pinky? Oh. I also kind of just want to do random because I don't really care. So, yeah. Okay, so we just need more notes in this chord just to make it more interesting. Because it's just going to choose random ones anyway. So, this chord doesn't seem right to me. There's one of these notes in here is just not vibing with me. Maybe this one. Yeah, and like, do I really need to play Fortnite? It was fun. Like, I had a good time the one game I played, but do I really need to play it? And I'm like, no, I have more than enough things to occupy my time. And as much as I do feel that it is necessary to like have outlets for like entertainment and not just work all the time, I also think that those outlets should have a finite lifespan. Whereas like playing World of Warcraft or something, where it's just like you are playing that for the rest of your life unless something changes, you know? And I want to make sure that I don't fall into that trap, because I've definitely played our MMOs and other games. Like I've played Binding of Isaac for hundreds of hours, and like I had fun. It was a good game, but it was also something where it's just like it started to feel like I was on a treadmill instead of like running a marathon. And I need games with a end to it, because otherwise I will literally play them forever, and then I lose all my time. It's one of the reasons why I have purchased No Man's Sky, but I have not played it yet. Not No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous, because it's one of those games where it's just like I know that I can play that game forever, and I probably would. And yeah, no, and Corey, that's completely valid. Like some people are into that stuff, and I'm not trying to demonize it. I think that like to each their own when it comes to that stuff, but I also want to preserve my sanity and free time for when inspiration strikes, and I can't do that when I am spending so much of my life playing a video game. As much as I love video games, I also love the fact that I have time to make them. And I can't do that if I am constantly, you know, in the midst of whatever raid or game is currently occupying my time. Because unfortunately, I'm the type of person that gets obsessed with a certain thing, and then I have to play through all of it. I played through Control over the last week, and Control is a fantastic game. I had a lot of fun with it.
Remember to save.
Remember to save. And also remember to save like 15 minutes ago, because I believe I forgot one of them. Control was a fantastic game, and I loved it very, very much. I played through the full game, and then I was like, man, that's good. The DLCs were like $6, so I bought the DLCs, and the first one was great, and the second one was kind of crummy. Crummy's too strong of a term. It was not as cool. Yes, that was a Remedy game. And it was fun, and it was great, but it was also something where it's just like, I wanted to play it all the time, and so I did. Yeah, it's like the low-key Alan Wake sequel, depending on how you look at the interpretation of some of the source material. I haven't played Alan Wake, but then that's the problem. It's like, oh, maybe I should play Alan Wake to get better context on how Control works, and it's like, well, no, I've got shit to do. Croy, the game was super easy for me until about halfway through, and then I hit that wall too, and then I was just like, screw this, and I just turned on infinite health, and the game was still very fun. Yeah, I turned on infinite health at the end, because honestly, like, I don't play video games for a challenge anymore. Like, I used to quite a bit, and it's just like these days I just want to enjoy the story. and I just got sick of runbacks. Especially runbacks to an area where, like, I got stuck on the geometry of the room, and then I just died. And I'm like, okay. So I try it again, and then I get stuck on the geometry somewhere else in the room. It's like, okay, well, this isn't fun, so I'm going to make it fun by turning on infinite health. I mean, I could also do this. Yeah. Yep. It stopped being fun, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna make it fun then. And I don't feel like that. I mean, technically, yes, it's cheating, but it's also just like, I also just wanted to enjoy the game. And there were some points, especially near the end of the game, where I was just like kind of backtracking through areas and trying to find like all of the secrets and all of the story beats and everything like that. I just turned on one hit kills for a lot of the enemies, just because I was like, man, you guys are annoying to fight, and I just want to find the rest of the stuff and get on with my life. Which, I mean, kudos to Remedy for like having those options available. That's definitely not something that they had to implement. We're talking about Control by Remedy. That's definitely not something that they had to implement, and I'm glad that they did, because they made the game enjoyable. I probably would have bounced off of it if they didn't have those options for me to just like continue moving through the game at like my pace, where I don't have to worry about starting over. It's a good game. What games I'm into anymore? Yeah. I don't really know where this song is going anymore. It's just kind of like meandering. Turn that off. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, it can just continue to kind of dissolve into its own. Dissolve into its own thing, you know? Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, that was a good one too. I didn't play that one as obsessively as some of my friends did, but I did play it a lot. Yeah, I think that this song just needs an injection of something new. So maybe we can find another Arturia or Pigments pad and mess around with that. Because I don't really have a story for this one. It's just kind of like cool, chill sounds, you know. problem is that these chords are kind of conflicting with the other chords. Kirby's Dreamland Teeth. Kirby's Dreamland Teeth. Reading two things at the same time are bad. Kirby's Teeth. Yeah, like I don't play a ton of games anymore. I mean, there's like I played Rogue Legacy 2 for a little while because I liked the first one so much. I don't think this is the pad for me. Interesting. You're talking about stuff I don't remember at all. There's a big gap in my knowledge for like games that I've played. Which isn't a bad thing, honestly, but I don't know, maybe that's too abrupt. I'm trying to find a way to like shake this up a little bit. Maybe this is the wrong way to do it. I think this could work, though. I mean, again, it's like me doing the same chords over and over, but that's okay. Hey, Story Girl, how are you? The track is going okay. I don't know. This is a very ambiguous song. Oh boy. What happened there? Interesting. Okay. So I'm going like... Oh, I have this soloed. Actually, I like that a lot. I might actually just bring in a piano for this. Because I think that it would work really well. I'm missing a lot of this conversation and I apologize, but it sounds like you guys are talking amongst yourselves, which is fine. I feel like I've hit a bit of a rough spot with this song, and I just want to make sure that I'm treating it right, you know? I just want to make sure I have this right. I don't think this is the right piano for it. The Giant might actually be it. No, do not save changes. Yeah, I don't know. This is real kind of random right now.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. Things are going along just fine. Uni is finished for the semester. I'm good to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. You know, you're right, Iron. I think that would be good. That kind of overgrown sound would be pretty cool. Because I have this rain that's kind of permeating the whole song, and I like that a lot. Let's see if we can get more abstract with it, you know? I don't know where that tearing came from, but that was cool. That was really in the background, so I don't know if people could hear it. There's, earlier in the stream, there was something that I got from the, is it Piezo or Piezo? I always say it wrong, but there was something that sounded like, kind of, yeah, this kind of synthesized thunder that I really kind of vibed with. So let's see if we can roll some of this in here and see what happens. Piezo. Every time I ask somebody about it, I get a different answer. So I really don't know. Okay, so let's see if we can, like, crank. Is there, like, a noise? Yeah, there's... You say that, Toxic, but some people get real on edge when you say their word wrong. Piezo. Piezo. See? Everybody has a different way of pronouncing it. PP zone. There we go. It's called the PP zone now. So how do we get some cool like reverb tearing? Because I think that's what I want to do with this, where I want to just like send some stuff into a like a side bus and then just have it just completely rip itself apart with like reverb. Contact mics. That's taking the easy out there, Iron. Can't just say that. So I feel like it's like that with... This might sound very bad, by the way, and I apologize in advance, but listen, I'd love to do that. Whoops, what'd I just do? Oh no. Undo, please. Thank you. Should send stuff to it. Why did nothing happen? Do these need to go higher? Excuse me? Raum? Is this Redux just... Okay, the Redux is eating everything, so we can't do that. Yeah, so I think then we need to put like an OTT over this, just to completely smash the dynamics. I don't know. I'm kind of just making stuff up as I go here, but that's the point, right? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what my goal right now is. I'm just kind of messing around. Because I can throw another ROM on here just to like smooth it out a little bit. This is getting too into the weeds. It's weird that 7 and 8 bits is so different. Not really. Okay, I don't know if I like this idea. Doesn't mean it's not a good idea, but it's one of those things where I'm not sure if I can execute on it right now. It's all good. It's worth trying. Yeah. Oh, right, that's an arpeggio. did it. I recorded 8 notes. They're all slightly off. Boop. So nothing's really cutting through that pad either. But does it have to? Do I need more layers? I guess that's what I really need to ask myself more frequently. Do I need to bring more things in just to have more things, or is this like a cool thing on its own? Get too wrapped up in myself sometimes to really know the difference. Dusty. I'm not going to be using it as prescribed, but also I haven't recorded audio with this computer yet, so hopefully it performs better than my old computer. The end there, but that's okay. Worth trying new things. I mean, I could also like try doing some singing. There's a lot of options. Did not get the higher registers than I thought it would. Partially because of the way the microphone was positioned and all that other jazz, because I was just kind of flopping around, but that's okay. Um, what was I looking for? Grain delay? Let's try this again. Let's try this again and try to get more of the high end in there. Because I'd rather cut out the low end. It's also seemed to be tuned to C, which is nice. Yeah, that's the sound that I want. Okay. Interesting how that works. I don't know.
Remember to save.
Like, part of me is just like, why am I spending so much time on this? And the other part of me is like, well, I don't got anything better to do. That's my song. I gotta put a gate on here though. I'm getting some like low end noise. Probably because I have like 1,000 fans running in this room because it's warm. So. Anyway, we've been sitting on this loop for too long. It has lost all meaning to me, and we just need to move on. I feel like this is one of those songs I'm going to listen to in like a week and be like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But right now it's just like, feels like a big old mush of noise. Which is fine. That would be interesting to like slowly bring this up. Can I automate this? Does not look like it. I guess I can automate this. actually, that screws up everything else, so let's not do that, huh? Yeah, like... The other problem that I'm running into is like all these pads have chord stacks on top of them, so it's really hard to like iterate on them without sounding obnoxious. So it's like, I'm not really sure. Because like these are just the raw tones compared to... So I'm struggling a little bit to find a way to iterate on this in some kind of meaningful progression. And it's kind of elusive for me right now. It's a little frustrating, you know? It happens. But that's good. That's kind of been this whole song. Like... I feel like I painted myself into a corner a little bit. You know? I'm just not sure what to do. I'm thinking about like the things that exist in this song already and how we can utilize them. I like this instrument and I want to use it, but not like that. How fucking wild do you want to get with this? Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I think I've gotten into a bit of a rut creatively when it comes to that kind of stuff, where I'm just, like, not sure how I want to handle, how I want to handle this kind of stuff. Like, and those kind of suggestions are absolutely welcome, and I do appreciate them. I have a thought, and I want to see what this does. Get rid of this. I have to actually put the MIDI effects on it, huh? So we have a Max for Live thing that can change the LFO speed. Please don't crash Ableton. Wow, 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 wow. So we can lower that rate. Lower the depth way down too. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, we can completely shift the tone of this just by messing around with what we have here. Well, it helps if I do the right. Even if this rate is subtle, I think that it does a whole lot for us. Take care, Iron. It's always good to chat with you. Also, we could stick with the very paper sailboat vibes, which I'm okay with. Use the right instrument and then try again, huh? I do like that it evolves. Could you please just like... Well, I guess we're just gonna keep getting weird with it, huh? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just like... different things. It's weird, you know. I'm super gonna run out of time on this one. That's okay. But like,
Remember to save.
it's not necessary. It's just one of those days, eh? That's super. I don't know if many people are familiar with Paper Sailboat, but I believe he's a member of the Discord. I think he's also doing the After the Aftermath remix album thingy. Tales from the Aftermath. He does a lot of this switching between major and minor, and I think I finally cracked the code on how he actually does it and makes it sound good. Which is a neat thing to have happen. Tightening this up a little bit. Leoraine does this a lot too, or Lena. I'll have to check that out. I really do like that. I mean, it's a really cool little vibe that I never really understood how it worked, but now I kind of do. At least a little bit. I think I also need to put a little bit more juice on this. I'm not entirely sure what. I know my timer's like running out. This is definitely not going to be a 2-hour track challenge. This is going to be like a 2.5-hour track challenge. Well, that's an interesting sound. So you get a little bit of phase cancellation because I'm not putting the oscillator into channel B here. So you get just like a little kind of chunky wobble to it. Because if I did this, it would be a lot more boring. I like that. Where's G in the alphabet again? Oh, there it is. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Not what I want. I was looking for something that gives it a little bit more like space. Maybe Valhalla delay has what I'm looking for, but I don't think so. I really just want to use it as almost like a chorus, you know? Maybe. I like how this sounds because this gives it a lot more space. An ensemble wouldn't do that. I don't think this song has a lot left to go, but obviously we're going to run out of time, so... Which is fine. Excuse me? Let me try that again. Turn off by itself. That kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. Let's try that again. It's over. It's not over though. My finger slipped. Roll that into the triplets like I have with everything else. It's over. Strong bad fan in the chat. Yeah, so like really kind of I like this just as the end of the song too. Like I don't really know where this song is going. It's just floating along. Take care, Toxic. Thanks for hanging out. Like, is that just the end of the song there? Like, we might very well be done. I'm not entirely sure. Not to just truncate the song because I don't have ideas, but there's no point in really extending a song if you don't have like additional content for it, I feel. So it's a little abrasive sounding, isn't it? Okay. We'll listen to the whole thing. I don't know. Season 19 of the 2-hour track challenge has been real hit and miss. Like, and not in a bad way exactly. It's just like some of these songs have been like absolutely amazing, and some of these have been like, wow, what was going on today? Which, you know, today's one of those, but that's not necessarily a bad thing either. Because this one goes all over the place. Yeah, this intro is nothing like the rest of the song. Which, again, isn't a bad thing. The bass is way too loud. I like that it has variety. This song. Parts of it are really cool, and other parts are like, what is happening? You know, it's probably somebody's jam, and that's fine. I need to make some additions to this. There needs to be some kind of gap here. Because it just transitions so abruptly. Even if it's something like this. Let's listen to that part again. Yeah, there is a little... It's a little too much chaos going around on this song. Not a bad thing, but it's a lot to juggle, you know? It is getting there. It's just it's a bit of a struggle, and shaping this stuff is super important, and I want to make sure that I do it right, because you know it's the song, and I don't want to just like be like, okay, I'm done, bye, because you know I do care about this stuff. But at the same time, I'm also like, I don't know what to do for this thing. This monstrosity. I think we need to push all of this over. Just by a little bit. No, that's right. And that goes over 2. And then this gets pushed over. Drums are like obnoxious, so let's there's a lot of things wrong with this, let's just put it that way, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to like struggle, I guess, period. It's okay to struggle. This is just a bit of a mush. might be cool to have a little piano ending like that. I'm gonna have to change the pedal. A flat minor 7. That is pretty. In this case, I do like the way that it just kind of flows. It establishes this loop, and I think that this loop works well, but I'm definitely going to keep that in mind because that is very pretty. Yeah. That is correct. Yeah, I'm super bad at like major and minor seventh stuff, but that's on me. But yeah, I see what you're saying. You're doing the C minor because, or the C minor 7 because it's basically a C major, and then you're just walking that down one to an F, and then you're just going to C. So I get it, like music theory wise, which is a really nice resolution because you already have this like extended. So these notes don't change at all. I'll have to look into that more. I'm sorry, like, yeah, capital M. Music theory is something that I know, but when it's like I understand it, but I can't like read it and internalize what it means. Well, you have more knowledge than I do, probably. Playing music's the easy part, right? Yeah. I mean, it's all relative. I think that Yeah. And that was kind of the intent originally with the song, is to, because I made this recording earlier today, and I posted it on the Discord if you wanted it. But this is like an 8-minute long field recording. It goes on for a while, but it starts with rain and it kind of ends with birds in the middle. And I thought that was kind of a cool recording, and I just wanted to make something, that revolved around that. So, yeah, I guess that's this song. I don't know, like, these past couple of weeks have been a little weird for me when it comes to inspiration, and part of it's just because I've been very busy with other projects, and I've been trying to finish all that up just so I can focus on music again, because there's a lot of music projects that I want to do too. But yeah, it's getting there, and I think that part of the reason why I want to do songs that aren't as quote unquote good is because it allows me to experiment more and figure out things. I feel like in some ways I've plateaued as a musician again, which happens frequently, honestly, where it's like you get to a point where it's just like, man, I feel like I'm writing the same song over and over, even though I'm not. And I think that taking the time to understand and to experiment and stuff is very important. And I've been trying to reserve weekend streams for that, but my energy levels these weekends lately have been so rough, where it's just like, man, if I stream, I'm just going to be miserable. So I don't, which, I think in the long term is a healthy choice, but I want to get back to it, and I want to just like, yeah, exactly. Like it comes and goes, and at some point I know that I'll get back into the mood for like really jamming out on stuff, and I'll start jamming out on stuff again. But in the meantime, like, I feel like I should just embrace the weird, and I should just roll with it as best I can. And that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So I just want to excuse me. Yeah, there's so many cool things that you can do with composition that's just completely over my head. And the only way I'm going to learn is through experimentation and trying to figure out like how this stuff works. Because I have a very bad habit of feeling like I know everything, and I clearly don't. And there's a lot of things that I want to know. And it's just like,
remember to save.
I have this pride, this ego in me, where it's just like, oh, you don't have to stop and learn anything. You know that already. And it's like, well, no, dude, I don't know that already. And I'd like to learn, but like investing 30 minutes or an hour into like dinking around and trying to figure something out is like, that should be a healthy thing to do as an artist. But I'm also just like, I don't want to spend time doing that. It's like, well, flipping grow up. So there's a bit of an inner struggle going on, to say the least. And I'm trying to figure it out, and it's getting there. But like, I think that once I have a little bit more mental bandwidth and like free time, I'll be able to invest a little more heavily in self-improvement when it comes to creative stuff. And now that I have a computer that allows me to record guitar again, I can start doing guitar and other cool things. But like right now, it's just, it's been chaotic, man. And I still haven't completely copied everything over from my old computer, and I need to do that. There's some stuff in there that I need to do, and then there's like season 14 of the 2-hour track challenge that I need to do, which I don't even know if I can do on this computer, because I think that a lot of the old VSTs and stuff are not available on this new computer. So it's a lot, and I'm trying to figure it all out, but it's a lot. Yeah, and that's the thing, Story Girl. It's like, I shouldn't have to sit and watch YouTube videos. I know all this stuff already. And it's like, no, you flippin' don't. Like, get over yourself, and like, it's fine. Like, it's just my stupid brain thinking that it knows more than it does, and it doesn't. So I gotta get over myself a little bit. So, and I think that's like a very good opportunity for me to better understand like how to grow as an artist just from doing this stuff and trying new things and doing, like I said, quote unquote bad songs, even though this isn't really a bad song. It's just like, it's 14. It's not a bad song. It's just not like, it's just not a song that's like super listenable, at least all the time. It has a very distinct vibe, which I'm totally for. But as far as like, man, I'm gonna jam out to this song all the time, it's not for me. It might be for somebody, but it's not for me, and that's okay. So yeah, I challenged myself exactly. And one of the things that I really like about the 2-hour track challenge is that I find a direction and I try to go for it, even if it ends up as kind of a mess. And like sometimes, you know, that happens. It's part of the whole thing for me is the fact that I can try to jump on something and go for something, and if it works, that's awesome, and if it doesn't work, well then at least I tried. Instead of just trying to go for the safe option. And the safe option isn't always the bad option, but like I probably could have scrapped this 30 minutes in and started something different, and it probably would have turned out better, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right call. Like for growing as an artist, sometimes you just gotta be flipping uncomfortable. And like I really need to get back into that mindset where sometimes it's just like, man, this kind of sucks, but it's also kind of cool. So let's just keep rolling with it, you know? So yeah, I think my goal is that I should just stop being so full of myself, and I need to work as an amateur again, because that always gives me the, that's also very true, Croy. Most people aren't brave enough to stream their, yeah. So it's like, I think that this is a natural progression as an artist to have this kind of, these kind of peaks and troughs when it comes to your like music production and your creative output, where it's just like, man, I'm really vibing on this and I can just jam out. And sometimes it's just like, I don't know what to do, but I got to do something. Let's just roll our face on the keyboard and see what happens. Yeah, there are story girl. I think I actually I have a new computer. I don't have it. I use Audacity because it also allows me to export as an MP3 and OGG. So I'm kind of doing two things at once when I do that. So it's not necessarily just for the ID3 tags when I'm doing that. I'm also converting the files, and I'm preparing it for Patreon and all this other stuff. So there's a couple extra steps I'm doing in Audacity aside from just setting the tags. I also use Audacity to check to make sure the loop actually works correctly, because sometimes the loop has a click or something in it, and then I have to go in and manually change that little bit. But yeah. OGG files loop seamlessly. So WAV files do not loop seamlessly. If you put them in something like Unity or like the Unreal Engine, or if you throw them into a web interface. MP3 files, their metadata is actually embedded in the first like couple hundred bits or whatever, kilobytes, whatever. It's embedded in the start of the actual file. So there's a bit of a gap every time that you play the MP3 file, and it's unnoticeable unless you're looping it. In which case it's very noticeable. So I like to export as OGG because that still has a compressed format, but it has that seamless looping that a lot of people need when they are implementing this stuff in either videos or games or whatever. For editor platforms like Unity and the Unreal Engine, like you can put a WAV file in and it will compress it down for you when you publish the project. But if you're doing web projects, then it doesn't. Like, you basically just point the browser to the OGG file and it reads it. And if you point the browser to a WAV file, like, nobody's going to really be pleased if your website is like 100 megs to download. So it's a quality of life thing, really. Yeah. So that's it. I'm going to get going. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I really genuinely do appreciate it. I'm glad that I can share my struggles sometimes. Like, this is important for me to just be like, you know what, even though today's song was kind of medium, I'm still happy that I streamed because I was able to, hang out with you lovely people, and we still made something. And again, this might be something that I listen to in like a week and be like, oh dang, that was kind of cool. But right now I'm just like, oh dang, I want this to be over with. Art. So I'm going to go. I hope y'all have a good rest of the evening. I don't think I'll be around to stream this weekend. I've got some family stuff going on, but depending on the heat, that might get postponed. So I'm not really sure. So in the meantime, have a good evening, a good week, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Always love hanging out, watching music makers do their thing, especially when trying to do something more interesting. Thank you, Story Girl. And thank you, Croy. Thank you, both of you, and everybody else who chatted up above who had to peace out early. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And if it wasn't for the stream, I probably wouldn't be doing this kind of music stuff at all. So it's a good motivator for me to continue to do it. And hey, once we hit how many episodes did Bob Ross have? He had like 418, I think. Number of Bob Ross episodes. 403. So maybe after 403 episodes, we can maybe switch up the format a little bit. Episode 405, we'll do something different. Which we're actually getting there. We're at like this was 338, 339. So we're definitely getting there. 338. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.